listen, we're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. It's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more.
YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's been a minute. No video Monday, Tuesday, and I think even Saturday, but today we're back. Was in Dallas for the weekend, enjoying the Rangers game, met some people from the court, had a good time overall. Hopefully we'll have a poker vlog coming from that weekend trip eventually. I told you guys I'm going to try to put that footage together. I'm going to try to do those poker vlog once a week for those of you that enjoy that game and try to branch out to other things. I also have another video coming where I'm going to show you the process of building and sweating a live PrizePicks or UnderDog lineup. We'll have to wait and see. If you're new to the channel, I cover fantasy sports, the whole lot of them, MLB right now and WNBA because we're in the summer season, and a splash of PGA Zul. And then when the Holy Grail, September 7th, NFL and NBA, October 24th. Most of you already know that. You've been with me since the beginning, but if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Old, new, whatever you are, smash the like button. Know your role. And my goodness, I was going to try to keep this to 15 minutes today, but we have so much to cover. I don't know if we're going to be able to get into it. So right out of the gate, yesterday was Taco Tuesday. The last taco sold. Let me just get into this really quick, y'all. It was heartbreak for Captain Crush. All my pairs cashed. Blas, Soriano, Hernandez. I even said take Hernandez as an individual pair, which you'll see. This cost me 100 in equity. This one cost me, I think, $10 in equity, 110. This was 25, so 135. This one was 15, so now we're at 210. And then another 25, so like 250 in total. But do you guys see the way I build my slips? I use the same guys just over and over. Mixing and matching, that is what I preach for you guys. But the point is, never take a taco that's a hitter. I don't care who it is. The pitcher's on the mound every inning, so you're always going to have chances. And all those other pitches, I believe, pitchers' options, cash. You don't vote for the hitter tacos, folks. You just don't do it. It's too streaky for hitters, man. So much can go wrong. You want guys who are going to have high usage, pitchers. I mean, it's common sense. Please don't do that. So that taco selling cost me over 240, 250 in equity. And that's not even all of them because I took another one with just Hernandez and the taco. It is what it is. Cashed on the others. But I wanted to show you guys these slips. So you can see Blas, Soriano, Hernandez. This was given out in the live stream. Blas, Soriano again. Soriano and Blas again. That's actually the same slip twice. Apologies for that. But you can see Hicks and Blas over here. And I had Soriano and a bunch of other ones. But if we go to the daily prop section, this was posted when I did the live stream. Yelich bases, Blas, Rea, which this also hit Soriano and Hernandez. And I talked about Jordan Hicks and Ty Black in the live stream. So if you were there, you saw those slips too. Yelich, over half a base was a goblin. They took it off, so I didn't even get to get it, but everything else hit. So if the taco would have cashed, everybody would have done good. I've been slacking on the live streams, but that's because it's the summer. This is right before I get my no life, and I have to literally get all my traveling and things done during the summer. And on top of that, not a lot of people show up for the summer streams, but I want to get those back in because it's the best place for people to learn and cash. And then if you go to the winning slip section, you can see the plays that I gave out in the call out in the general chat. Zach Wheeler, the 2.5x cash. Skeens, they made him a taco, but I also liked his Gabi and his regular strikeouts. There's Jordan Hicks, there's Wheeler, cash that. I gave this on UnderDog, Skeens, Hicks, and Gilbert, but you see the rhythm here. Jordan Hicks is in like all my slips, and then Skeens and Wheeler, and then on the bottom here, I took Skeens full K line. I'm a Pirate fan, I'm wearing the Pirate hat, and then I took him with his pitching outs and cashed that. Folks, it's not rocket science. If I have a read, I go with it. If it sells, it sells, but I anchor them in my slips. That is how I do it. A lot of people were able to get dubs yesterday. Iceberg took the Demon pitching out, which is fine. His Demon K's probably also hit. Mark's World cashed his sleeper slip. He had Skeens, Rea, Wheeler. He tailed the pitching outs. It looks like he had a good day. Him and I actually went to the Rangers game and watched the Rangers win, but they sold our live lineup. It is what it is. But anyways, I'm opening the cord with this, or opening the YouTube video with this instead of closing with it because I want people to see this. For all that is holy, use these projection sheets that I put out for you guys every single day. This is where you can find the best goblins. This is where you can find the best discrepancy. Rea was projected for 4.2. His line was 4. You know you have push equity. Odds are you can get over the hump. Same thing with Hicks. Same thing. So we took it. Where's Wheeler at? 1.5 walks. I have him projected for 2.1. We take it. Skeen 7.4. He's never going to project for 8Ks. His line was 7.5. So you know you can take his Gobby and feel good about it. Use these sheets, fam. My boy Jake Bloss, his line was 4Ks, projected for 4.8. Easy over to take it. For God's sakes, please use these projection sheets. I spent my entire day doing them. Do it. I'm begging you. Now to get in the cord, go to CaptainCrush.net, scroll down to the gold package. It's $24.99 a month right now for gold, but if you're a new member, type in MLB new, MLBN, all caps, $9.99 for new members first month. You can't beat it with a stick. Now, people come, people go, but if you join my court and try to cause a problem, I'm gonna call you out and I'm gonna banish you. That's just how it has to be. That's my home. That's where my family is. I need you guys to respect it, and if you can't do it, you're gonna be taking a hike. I promise you. I'm not interested in your games. I'm not interested in you being broke, crying about 25 or 10 or whatever the price is that you got. I have zero interest in you crying, period. Plug in, lock in, come to learn, or don't come at all, because Captain Crush, it ain't just a moniker, fella. I'm slapping people back into reality, and you need to know your role and lock in. And if I catch you stealing plays from other Discords or wherever and putting it in mine and crediting it as your own, I'm gonna catch you. And when I do, I'm gonna out you, and then you're gonna be banned, and then you're gonna be crying like a name Rome, Romelius. The Roman Empire has fallen. I caught you. I knew you were doing it. Take a hike. Now let's talk about today's plays. Sorry about that opening intro, but then again, we gotta conduct business around here. Captain Crush stands on business. You hate to see it unless you're a long-term supporter. You love to see it because nothing's changed. Now, here we are on D Jizzy, my partner. You can see we can go down the list. Look at all the green value. Under on Flirty, under on Steele, under on Eovaldi, under on Castillo, under on Eflin, and under on Bybee. They're all 54% and higher, baby. You could literally make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 6, a 7 burger of all unders today. Get it in the mix and hope that it cashes. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that. Is that what's going on UnderDog right now? Like Captain Crush. Nope. The only two we got is Steele and Eflin on UnderDog. So let's go ahead on UnderDog and lock in this 2-man right quick. So I'll put 10 to win 30. As you can see here, I don't need to go into any deep dives, research, or anything because I'm already odds shopping and seeing, okay, they're projecting it with all the stats tied up 31, 24. I'm getting a 57% odds to hit, which basically takes out the VIG. So you know you're getting a 7% advantage. So you can just put those two in, feel good about it, and whatever happens, happens. If you go all in with pocket aces and get called by pocket threes, bro spikes a 3, do you complain and cry about it? Sure, maybe for 5 seconds, but you know you got it in good, and whatever happens, happens. It was just unlucky. So you can take that if you want. Go back over to PrizePicks. Filter it out. You can take the esports value if that's what you want, but we know how volatile esports is. But you can just go down the list: Flirty, Steele, Eovaldi, Castillo, and Eflin. And whether you like them or not, it ain't even relevant. You just take them in and you just hope for the best. Now, the odds are 1 or 2 of these are gonna sell. So what I would do, you can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 plays that are 54% and higher. I would limit it to Eflin. These 5 up here, these are the best ones, 54.6. Particularly these 2, you can mix and match. So then you make 1 5-man or 1 6-man. Then you take Flirty and Steele. Then you take Steele and Eovaldi. Then you take Castillo and Flirty, and you just mix it around whatever your unit size is. And then if the 5-man hits, you know your whole day is going to be green because then all those 2-mans would hit and vice versa. Now, so let's say you have 25 bucks, you can do it, take 25. Now, if it sells, it sells. You're not worried about one individual day. You're worried about this is the right play over the long run. It doesn't matter. All the research has already been done. It's baked into the line. We're getting value. This is odds shopping. This is what it is, guys. It's just sometimes it's just as easy as that to plug and play. All right. But now you can take it a step further. If you go down here, Hunter Brown, 6.5 strikeouts, right? He's projected for 6.5, or his line is 6.5. He's minus 133 to go under on Pinnacle. We know they're the sharpest. We can see every other book has him at minus 130, minus 125, minus 140. here and there. So what are we going to do with old Hunter Brown? But I got to get this video out quick because things are starting. But you can see Hunter Brown under 6.5 Ks. Where is he at? He's playing Oakland, and Oakland tend to shell mid-range pitchers anyways. Can he get 7 or 8 Ks, especially against Oakland? Absolutely. Is it within the range of outcomes? Absolutely. But if you're going to get minus 130 and want to take a shot on it, you can. Or you can take his earned runs over, like was also being. But what I would do is I would look at this, okay, 6.5. Then go to my projection sheet that I post for you guys in the Discord. You see he's at 6.4. So he's most likely going to land roughly between 6. You could go on to Outlier and do some more research if you want, but I already did that for you with the projections when I made them. So that's how you would come up with, do you want to take it? Usually it would be a fade spot for me because 6.4 when the line's at 6.5. But because you're getting value at minus 130 and minus 140, I would go ahead and say that's fine. I personally don't know if I'm going to go there. But the play that I like the most today is going to be controversy because everyone's talking about, is he on a pitch count? Is he this? Is he that? Tyler Glasnow throws gas, okay? Glass is throwing gas. It's that simple. He's coming back from back spasm. I've looked everywhere. He's good to go. July 5th, he played the Brewers, and he had 7. June 29th, in the same matchup, he only had 1, but I don't care. 10, 9, 12. His ceiling is literally between 10 to 12 strikeouts. His floor is usually between 4 to 5. If he is limited, that wouldn't be too big of a problem because his line is low to reflect that. Now, is he guaranteed to go over? Absolutely not, but we're looking at floors and ceilings here. The floor is roughly going to be 4 to 5, like I said. His ceiling is 10 to 12. Let's just call it 8 or 9. I'm taking him at 6.5. He's hit this in 15 of his last 20 when he's fully healthy. Obviously, 80% of his last 10. The line is lower, reflecting that he's coming back from injury because of the unknown. Last time he played them, which was in early April, beginning of the season, he was able to get 7. Again, this game right here, I don't even know. I don't remember what happened. He only pitched 3 innings. He probably got injured in this game, actually, and then he came back, and then he's going off again. But look, his statistics, he's in the 98th percentile for strikeouts in 2024. He's topping everything. It's absolutely insane how good he can be when he's healthy, okay? Then you can check his pitch arsenal. You can see against fastballs how the Giants are doing. 24% K, 27-20, 22-35, 14-30. They're striking out a decent amount of time. A lot of them strike out with the sliders, which he throws 26% of the time. I would expect to see a ton of sliders tonight, sliding down the middle, maybe striking them out. Hopefully he can get 7 Ks. If you don't have the wits about you, you can take his Gabby at 5.5 and hopefully he gets 6. It's up to you, or you can just fade it all together if you don't have the stones, my man. But I am taking Glasnow. He's most likely going to be the thumbnail, and if he sells, well, by God, he sells. I just showed you why I'm taking him. I'm not afraid of the pitch count. I can't find a pitch count. I think he has a ceiling of 8 tonight. It's a late night hammer, and I'm gonna get in the proverbial mix, brother. By the way, did you guys see the Hulkster at the RNC the other day? The Hulkster, it was good to see the Hulkster back in true form, man. Yeah, whether you like whatever side of the aisle you're on, it's always good to see the Hulkamania running wild. I mean, he just bleeds the red, white, and blue, man. It's a Hulkamania, bro. Most of you guys weren't alive during Hulkamania's era, but it's okay. Eat your vitamins, say your prayers. That's the Hulk way. Now, we got Mr. Edward Cabrera at 5 strikeouts. I love him at 4.5. At 5 when he needs 6. It's a little dicey, but I think it's okay to go ahead and take it. But what I would tell my YouTube faithful, take the Gabi at 3.5. I think he's going to K4 Orioles. At least I hope he is. I hope he doesn't sell me. I got him projected for like 5.8, I think. I can't remember. 5.8 or 4.8 or something like that. But I'm taking the Gabi. Hopefully he gets there. I just watched the Rangers-Orioles live and I wasn't impressed. They have a few hitters like most teams, but it is what it is. Now, Pivetta is somebody that you're going to have to figure out, y'all, because he's playing in Colorado and we know it's a launching pad. So honestly, I think you could take his Ks. Where did they? Oh, they took it off. I got his Ks at 6. Now it's 6.5. At 6.5, I don't really know what I'm thinking here. I know this. I know that it's a launching pad. I know that they're going to give up hits and runs. If you wanted to take over 2.5 earned runs allowed, I think it's absolutely in play. I think it's going to be sweaty. His hits allowed, either of these are fine, but he could come out there and deal a master class. So if you can find his strikeouts at 6, I think it's fine. 4.5 here is crispy. Again, here's his earned run stats right here. 45% of his last 20, last 10, 60% of his last 10. His floor is going to be 0, obviously, because it's earned run. His ceiling is going to be, let's just call it 4. So anywhere between there. If Colorado comes out and starts hitting them, I could see him going over, but I liked his Ks more. I do like that Gabi. I think it's crispy. He can get a lot of Ks. You can see his ceiling is going to be 8 to 10. His floor is going to be 3 to 4. So hopefully he lands on the middle and gets 7 today. But I think that Gabi is too good to ignore. Hopefully this video is out by the time that game starts. But either one of those is fine. And then if you go over here and type in his name, you can see his hits allowed is minus 130 on Pinnacle. I tell you guys, Colorado is a launch pad. His earned runs allowed is plus EV, kind of minus 129. It's not technically the 54.5 that we need, but you can see it's minus 130 across every other book. If you want to go there, you can check the model and see what it says. His pitching strikeouts at 6.5 is pretty much a 50-50. So I nod with the Goblin at this point. With this stage of the game, I would just take the Gabi. So Glasnow, Pivetta, Cabrera's Gabi, any of those things are fine. And then as far as if there's any hitters that I want to talk about, from that same matchup, Duran's been a freaking wagon, bro. He's just been hitting them. He can hit a dinger anytime. I mean, everyone's going to be on his fantasy score today, rightfully so. If you want to take anything with that, you could. I don't know what I'm doing there yet. I'll probably have some Freddie Freeman since yesterday he got walked a few times, and it was Ohtani yesterday that I'm pretty sure came through. But anytime a guy like Freddie Freeman, Soto, these guys are at 1.5. When I see that, I pretty much take it. And Soto just put up a dud. Is he at, oh yeah. Whenever Soto's at 1.5, folks, I take it. I don't need to do any research. I don't need to do anything like that. It's just a plug play for me. Corey Seager's fantasy score yesterday before they ruled him out was 5.5, and that was crispy. Now they adjusted it. It's 7.5 today. He would be another one that I take, but it's at 7.5. I'm going to leave it alone. But I will say this. Seager is due. If you wanted to take his bases and hope he hits a double, that's totally fine. Rengifo, Louis Rengifo. I love butchering the name. Rengifo. If you want to take Westbrook's Angels and take that and gamble it, you can. Ramirez at 1.5 has to be considered. Anytime those guys are at 1.5. Santander, oh yeah, 1.5, you got to consider it. All these are the guys that you should be looking at. Soto, you don't even need to look at. He's a plug play at 1.5. It is what it is. You can look at the picture if you want, but all that stuff is priced into the line, which is why it's at 1.5. I would just keep it to the studs, keep it tight, keep it right. If it sells, it sells. Either one of these three can be in your mix. And that's all I'm going to say about MLB, y'all. Sometimes I like to go into deep analytical dives, but we got lock coming up. People, I try to keep my live streams where I can go into more analytics, and I do that for NBA because more people understand it. Captain Crush isn't oblivious. 99% of you don't know what the MLB acronyms or things stand for. You guys don't know what a whip is. You guys don't know what an earned run is. 90% of you guys can scoff at it, the ones that do, but you'd be surprised. They don't know what a WOBA is, a weighted on base average, and they don't care. But if you do want to learn this stuff, what this stuff means, OBP, WOBA, and all that stuff, get in the cord. I'll teach you and you don't have to feel ashamed. I'm a very nice guy overall, but if you push the right buttons, it can get annoying, okay? Always odd shop for your esports. That's the best way to win long term. I don't care what anyone says. That is the best way to win long term. You find the mismatches like right here. Over 44, it's 45 over here. You know you can take over 44 here because it's 45 there. Easy. XIELO under 17.5, 16.5 there. Easy play. Phenom, same thing, guys. Make sure you check Parlay Play, UnderDog, and PrizePicks. Those are the big three that offer it. That is how you can get in the mix. Now, real quick, Chalkboard has a bunch of discounts today. They had Nola's pitching outs, but they have Jarren Duran, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 1.7x. I paired it with Tyler Glasnow, which is at 1.6. You're actually getting better payouts on UnderDog and PrizePicks for Glasnow, but I paired it up 2.85x, almost a full 3x. I'm taking it. Use code CRUSH, get your deposit match. I'll give you 30 days of the cord, but you can also mix and match all the alternate lines here. It's one of the best places for MLB. I promise you that. I don't cap. I wouldn't endorse them if I didn't like them. And then also, if you do want to use DG Fantasy, it's promo code CRUSH, links in the description, 25% off your first month. And then real quick, if you want to hedge something like Glasnow, if you think that he is going to be on a pitch count, he's not going to do well tonight, you can literally go on UnderDog and take 7.5 strikeouts and take less, and they will pay you 0.75x. So you could have over 6.5, hope he gets 7 and under 7.5. Or if you just want to fade the 6.5 and think he's going to do bad, you take lower 7.5. I personally wouldn't take take it because I think he's going to go over, but I'm just showing you the options you have available to you using different pick'em sites, why you keep your coin in a central location and spread it all around. Instead of just spoon feeding, I'm trying to educate you guys. I hope you appreciate it. For those of you that do, you're a real one. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests tonight. I have other content coming. Hopefully you like it. I appreciate each and every one of you, and as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush this thing.